here we are, back out again, working on some of the stuff for the boat. So here we are, we're going to be working on replacing the head of the trolling motor here. I was able to pick up a replacement part, which should be everything that we need. We just gotta take out a couple of screws here on both sides of that, and then figure out what needs to be replaced up here and whatnot. But thankfully it shouldn't be too bad. It's just hopefully a couple of screws, get everything kind of lined back up the way that it needs to be, and then we'll kind of go from there. But I'll set this down. If I'm able to record while we're actually working on it, I will. It's just a little hectic day today, so I'll catch you back in a second. Alright, so far what it looks like, guys, is we just started working on this, but we're gonna have to undo these wire connections. We were hoping to avoid it, but unfortunately we can't, because although there's a break right there over here, we want to be able to get the wiring through this guy. So we have to undo it. Thankfully it looks like there's just a couple of butt connections, and we'll just put some new heat shrink on those and call it a day, which will be kind of nice. But hopefully that's all that we really need to worry about here. Alright, I'll get back to you in a second. Here, well no, I'll just keep it up. I say that a lot, I'm sorry guys. But so far it looks like Dave doesn't need my help yet, so when he yells at me, I will have to put you down.
Luckily, they're all the same color connections.
Oh, that too. That makes life easier. At least we didn't have to worry about trying to figure out what wire was what afterwards. And that one was heat shrinked. Ooh, nice. We got some thunder. You might have to move this party inside. Nothing like working on electronic components when it starts to rain. Yeah, that too.
It'd be like when we were trying to chop.
Hey,
when
babes.
you guys were trying to chop down the tree.
Yes, you hear my wife and daughter in the background. No, you will not be seeing them. Alright. We'll be back when all this stuff here is taken care of. These mosquitoes are bothering us, but I'll show you when all the connections are done. So you've seen one get taken apart. We just have to take the heat shrink off and then disconnect the wires, and then we'll have to do the cables here as well, which thankfully just goes around the one thing, so it shouldn't be too big of a deal. But when I get back, everything might be disassembled. All right, so we're starting to get some of them here. Dave had to break out the vice grips and some needle nose pliers to get these suckers to want to pull apart. Alright, so there's the wiring harness. That's good to go. So we just got to get that black thing up over, and then units free. Now, I think, oops, sorry guys. I think one of the things that we got in there, one of the sprockets, replacement sprockets, is for this guy down here, but you know what? Here, I'm gonna put you guys down. I need an extra hand here, so be back in a minute. All right, so small progress report here, guys. This part here, pain in the ass. We managed to get it, so everything should be good here. We might have to lose this part here, because it's not really the way that it's supposed to be on that one. It's a replacement head, so I kind of thought about it after the fact of it probably might need to be gone, but and I'm just seeing this now. I think we might be upside down with the wires. I think I think we can probably push the wires through and whatnot, and as the wires were on top. Yeah. Oh yeah, so I think we're fine. But, alright, so wires just got to come out from underneath, be on top. But, so we had to wrap this around, as that's our steering unit. But then it was a pain finding this into place. We were able to get this side, and then Dave thankfully had those vice grips from earlier. Just kind of squeezed it here to back here, got them lined up, and I was able to throw in the screws. Got everything started, then used the impact there. Very, very lightly, didn't go full bore, so you don't want to strip the screws or cause anything else to happen here. So, but, all right, so we're here. We're done this part. I'll show you guys back, or I'll come back and show you guys once when we have everything kind of moving in the right directions. We just are trying to make sure we do this right. All right, so this is where we're at. So, word of advice, if anyone goes to do this, do this part, do the steering cables last, or else you start to fight the gears and everything. So anyone who was watching this who knew that already, yeah, we'll do that next time. Could we take this off and just have an easier time doing it? Yeah. Are we going to? No. Oop, just twist the gears a little bit. Sorry. Just gotta get those gears. Let's get that wire out of the way. We're so close here. Just gotta get those gears into place. And look at that, we got it. See, I had originally got it in, but there's a little tab. Let me show you on the old one. This little tab right here needs to sit inside of the gear, so as this turns and fluctuates, it spins the indicator on top of everything. So as the whole unit moves, you know which way you're facing. But so that's that. It doesn't look like there's anything to keep this one in, but we are watching a video, so we'll be back. So far, all that we think we have to do now, besides putting the indicator back into the new one there, from the stuff that we got left over, we just got to get some shrink wrap or heat shrink. There we go. Get some heat shrink on top of these guys and call it a day. So we'll be back momentarily. All right, guys. So here we go. We got it all done. All we did was heat shrink those connectors back. We shoved them down in. It's not an exact science. We got it pretty much good enough to where we think it'll be good. As long as it gets me through a couple of years of fishing, I don't care. Because, I mean, I didn't spend very much on this, so as long as it works, it works. I mean, we hear a little bit of ticking up in here when we're going around, but hopefully that's just more so of needing to be broken, so it's for new gears and whatnot. So hopefully it's all good. But that's just a trolling motor fix. We're probably also going to be working on some of the more foam. Dave cleaned up the not the trolling motor. He cleaned up the live well. So I think we're going to possibly wrap that with some EVA foam. There's like one section on the side that I still have to do with EVA foam, but other than that, I'll have quite a bit left. So I think we're just going to maybe wrap that instead of putting carpet on it, and that way we don't have to spray paint it or anything. It will just kind of be like putting a band-aid on it. But, you know, it'll work. I might show you guys that in this video. If not, I might put it into a different video. Because I'm not sure how long this one is, since it was just working on the new head unit here for the trolling motor. So hopefully everything's all set with this. So far it looks good. And sorry, I think someone's having a honking battle not too far away. Oh, honk if you're married. Or who knows, maybe it's honk if you just got divorced. Who knows, it could go the other way. I guess we'll never know unless we go up there. But all right, guys, stay tuned. If I end up not showing this stuff, I'll put it in an end credit thing here. But stay tuned. Hey guys, so we ended up not doing the EVA foam because I forgot about one important part about a trolling motor: the mount. So Dave went ahead and I thought about this afterwards about filming some of this because I was helping with this stuff, but we went ahead, drilled holes, and we're getting this guy attached. So this would be good to go. We measured with the trolling motor there to make sure that it looks good here. So it'll be all set to go and whatnot. I really do love that navigational light. But I think this is it. Besides attaching the whoop! My fingers are just not working today. Besides attaching the base here, so I don't think there's anything else that we need. I don't think there's anything else after attaching this, but Dave will tell me when we get to that point. So stay tuned, and I'll show you when this is done. And I don't know how well you guys can see this, but I just wanted to show you. We took a break from doing the trolling motor because Dave went to find some screws, but then also he realized he had to take care of his little kittens. So I put in the final EVA foam along the side here. Turned out pretty good. Had a couple of areas that it didn't like to, you know, adhere all that well, or I didn't cut well enough, but you know, for me, it's good enough for me. That's all that matters, because I'm the one that's using the boat, so I don't really care. But so far, all of the boat has all the EVA foam around the sides and everything else. I do have some EVA foam left. Just a little bit here. I don't know if it'll be enough to do the live well. I don't think it is. But, you know, we'll find out. I might be able to do the front or something, but who knows. Anyway, so I'm going to stop here. We're just waiting on Dave to see if we're going to fully attach this. And we'll go from there. See you in a bit. So, as we're waiting for Dave, I decided to try this, and it worked. I ended up having enough. Look at that. EVA foam around the important sides. So this side is going to be in next to the boat, so I didn't do this side, but look at that. God, it looks so good. I'm so happy with it. Most sides were fine here. I had one long strip to do here. This side I had to cobble a little bit, but I'm not too worried. I think it'll stay there, and we'll be good to go. I'll help save me from burning myself on the live well here and whatnot. And I'll match the rest of the boat. I'm really happy with that. All right, Dave's back, so we're gonna get started back onto the trolling motor mount. So back in a bit. All right, guys. Boom, there we have it. We got it fully attached. Everything's good. It's nice and rock solid. We went ahead and attached the shroud here, but it is looking good. It's nice and solid on there. Dave put some silicone around the screws that we got in there, but overall it's looking good. Now next time all we got to do is put the actual trolling motor in, and then we'll be good. But yep, you saw my wife there for a second. Don't be weird about it. So foot pedal will go just on here. It'll just be sitting on top. The plug's over here on this side, which you guys saw. And then right where Dave is sitting is where my pedal stool seat will go. And then the live well there will be the driver's seat for the driver column there. But that being said, thank you all for watching. Hope you all have a great weekend or week, depending on when I upload this. Take care.